Hi all. So we got TvZ this time. Let's see if we have a bit more of a standard game than the one we had last time, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean chaotic games and things that are sort of surprising are kind of what's fun and interesting about this game, and also where people's skill level sort of gets sorted out a little bit more, because anyone can sort of learn a build order and execute it every game and get reasonably tight at it. But the question is, like, how do you adapt to adversity? Unexpected things happening. That's really a key part of this game.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm going to play relatively standard this game because I just haven't played for a while. And I think the biggest challenge that I've been having is basically getting your bioproduction up fast enough. There's sort of a point where it's very easy to balloon up to sort of 1,000 minerals. If you go 3cc, which we will, you're dropping mules constantly. It's actually very hard to get your marine production up fast enough. So you need to juggle your add-ons a fair bit. Just having racks build their own reactors is often not fast enough. Okay. So we'll see how we go, and we're probably going to make somewhere between 4 to 6 hellions, and then go into bioproduction. I've also been working on adding ghosts to my composition later in the game. I think it's actually very important to learn how to do that. I think a lot of sort of gold or even Terrans don't do that enough. Okay, so we always scout the... Okay, and this is perfectly standard timing. It should be finished or close to finished by the time you arrive. And then you want to go into one marine. If it's a hatchery first, send the Reaper across the map. And you want to build one marine, A, to deny the Overlord, and B,
insufficient Vespine gas.
So you don't delay your factory.
Insufficient Vespine
Otherwise
gas.
you won't have enough gas. Now you just got a bit of time here. Okay, this is... Oh, god damn it. Bit of a misclick. This is really nice. If we can get there in time, can we get there in time? Yes, we can. Nice. Okay, so this means we have nothing to be worried about, because he wanted to take an early third. Okay, so we've got 400 rounds. We start our third command center. Okay, and this is why we build Reapers. Okay, that's actually really nice. I'm gonna go back now. Okay, so we already did a lot of damage there. So we killed one Ling, we delayed the third. What's going on? Okay. And we forced him to build that gas geyser a lot earlier than he would have wanted. Yeah, he would have wanted to. Okay. So we're gonna build the Hellions here. And what we're actually gonna do with this build is we're actually gonna add racks. Okay. Instead of a starport.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Now I think what you want to do is you want to take the first, you want to leave 2 behind to defend, and you put them at the top of the ramp. You get started on stim as soon as you can, and then we're going to be able to build our starport now.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
Okay.
TV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
In the rear.
Okay, so we're going to float this over like this. So this is where the money starts to pile up at about this level. So we're actually going to build another reactor.
Got something. SCV ready.
And we'll build a Viking. Okay. Okay, I'm spending my money pretty well. Now,
Not enough minerals.
Now what we want to be doing is just scouting around here and trying to get some information. Okay, so I think what happened is he took the other third base, I would say.
All right. Yes, indeed. SCV ready. What's up? Ready to
Okay, so we can use this to go around and kill any overlords.
SCV ready.
We're gonna tech lab that.
Go
And
ahead.
third racks,
Not enough minerals.
This better be good.
fourth racks.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, so he's doing this very common strategy, which is just build lots and lots of queens,
Research
and
complete.
it's very annoying to play against because what they can do is they can just get combat shield started.
By the number.
So now that we've got,
SCV
we
ready.
can add those Hellions to our attack force now.
Gangway. Coming.
Get
SCV
an
ready.
armory, and
Add-on
I'm
complete.
actually pretty happy here with
Not enough minerals.
how well we're spending our money.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Okay, so this is playing against Zergs like this is challenging because they just build
Not enough
drones.
minerals.
SCV
Okay,
ready.
and
Yep.
oops, that was a mistake.
Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust off.
What's
The question is, what's the follow-up going to be?
Will do. SCV ready.
See, the creep spread is already growing.
SCV ready.
It looks like a scouting land.
SCV ready.
Mineral
Okay.
field
There's no drones to kill there.
SCV ready. Gangway. Coming through.
How's our Viking doing?
SCV ready. Armed and ready.
Add-on complete.
Oops.
Research complete.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply
Ah.
depots.
SCV ready. This better be good. I got something for me. Let's go. SCV ready. Ready to go.
Additional supply depots required.
And I think we can actually go for a push out here. Oh! Ah, is one going to get in? That was nice.
Mineral field depleted.
Only one got in,
Not
so it
add-on.
actually didn't one-shot our drones. Okay, so this is classic Lindbane style, so I'm going to do start building some turrets. Because very likely he is going to go for
Not enough minerals.
mutas.
Not enough minerals.
This guy get the kill. And I think what we should do is
Boy.
Add-on.
just go for an attack here.
What's going on?
We've kept our money down really well.
SCV ready.
Now we're going to go for one more.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Baby. This better be good. Looking forward to it. SCV ready.
Alright, let's go.
What's up? Light it up. Armed and
Okay, he does have a lot.
you want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. Gateway coming through. Some help here.
Mineral field depleted.
Got no patience. By the number.
Upgrade complete.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Okay, so just want to try to avoid the banelings.
Armed and
Okay, these are pretty good traits.
ready. Wait. Boom, baby. Orders received.
Ready for dust off.
Ready to roll out.
Okay, we're actually playing pretty well here.
Will do.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, it's on.
Ready to pick up.
Been waiting on you. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. This better be
Okay, so now we need to get this over here.
Go ahead. Bad news. Let's have a
Get a Ghost Academy.
SCV ready. Gateway coming through. You gonna give me back? Armed and ready. This better be good. What a piece of me, boy.
Ah! Avoid those bailing hits.
Go, go, go! You gonna give me orders? By the numbers, boy. One.
This is intense, man. All these bailings. Oh man. It's so hard, man.
Armed and ready. In the rear with the gear. We can use some help here. Boom, baby. Huh?
We're probably dead.
Bad news. Good job.
Okay, drilling cores.
This better be good.
Okay, we'll start getting ghost cloak.
It's on.
Add-on complete.
Go, go, go.
Command center upgrade complete.
There's probably going to be
Go ahead.
mutas coming. I think he just probably hasn't been able to afford
What's going
them.
on? In the rear. What's up?
Now we're on supply. Roke out on supply,
Not enough
mostly.
minerals.
Gangway. Come on through.
Do we have enough racks?
SCV ready.
Not
Ready for
Armed.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go. Oh, it's on.
Okay, I'm going to add a fusion
Not
core
enough
here.
minerals.
Because we're starting to bank gas.
This better be good.
Okay.
Gangway. SCV ready. Who wants some? SCV ready.
How do I have that many
In the rear.
extra workers? How many workers are there? Okay, 84 workers.
You gonna give me orders? Go, go, go.
Research.
Gangway.
Okay, so we want to put these in the front.
Mineral field depleted.
Ghost reporting.
Research.
Get heavy. We can use some help here.
Oh man, he's just got so much, man.
Waiting on you.
Let's have a blast. Boom, baby.
Upgrade complete.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, I actually have enough workers here. I actually have too many.
Something in the way.
Now we need to start multi-pronging, I think.
SCV ready. You sure about that?
Mineral field depleted.
So I'm gonna split my army. Okay.
Now what?
Command center upgrade complete.
Gangway.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, this is so confirmed, man.
Bad news.
Attention!
What's some? Armed and ready. It's go time.
Okay, we're gonna start adding starports.
Where's the emergency?
Out with it.
Now what?
Okay.
Coming through. This better be good.
Not enough. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
way. Coming through. This better be good.
Take an effort.
Ghost reported.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete.
Ghost reported.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
Take an effort. Dropping off.
In the rear with
Mineral field
Okay, this is
depleted.
kind of nice.
Life flight. Now what?
go. By the numbers, boys. This better be good. Go ahead.
Mineral field depleted.
Jesus, man, what a sweaty game. Okay, I want to go into battle cruisers.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready.
Mineral field
I
depleted.
need more command centers.
Jordan.
Got free.
Get heavy. I'm on it. So
Add-on complete.
been waiting. You gonna give me a... Give me the sit run.
Add-on complete.
By the numbers.
Incoming orders.
You gonna...
Okay, we should be out mining him now. Okay, I actually think we're winning this game.
What's going on? In the rear.
Somehow.
Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
And actually, it actually didn't matter that we lost. What do we got there?
Add-on complete.
It's getting too hot. Gangway. Coming through.
Research.
Nice.
Can't wait. Who wants some?
Base is under attack.
Now this actually doesn't matter that much. Nice. Oh, we didn't get to keep it. Oh, we didn't get it? Fucking hell.
Base is under attack.
By the numbers, boys.
Research.
Now we can just retake these bases now. It was pretty expensive for him. And we're just gonna max out of battle cruisers.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, we need lots of scans. Actually, this is better here. This one.
Upgrade complete. Command center. Command center upgrade complete.
Okay, we're just gonna go max battle cruisers. Oh, these guys are still controlling the side. That's really, really good. Okay. Because you know what's useless against battle cruisers is lurkers. And it might be time actually.
Mineral
Okay.
field completed.
Got freedom. Need something liberated?
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, this is really important because see he's starving for money.
Vespine Geyser.
Are we gonna get all of his overlords here?
Nothing else eligible.
Yeah, nice. Man, Zerg is so hard to play against. That was a really, really sweaty game. But I think the units lost had, yeah, it's 12,000 in our favor. And the key thing, actually, he still had a lot of money, right? This goes to show with the Zerg, right? Like, think about how much economy we denied. We basically kept him on 4 bases, right? We basically kept him on 4 bases, and we traded super efficiently, and yet he's still got like an absolute shit ton of money left. But I guess he just didn't have a lot of lava. And but he was a fairly strong Zerg. I would say 2-8, probably 2-8, 2-9 even. Yeah. So I wouldn't say smurfing, but my rating is slightly below my rating is probably about a 2-9 player. That was a very hard fought game. But yeah, our army value sort of kept up. Our resource collection rate kept up, and we pulled ahead on upgrades. But yeah, the reason it's very, very hard as Terran is that you've got to, both your macro and your micro, like as a Terran, are much more difficult. I mean, I'm not saying Zerg macro is easy, but like, how should I put it? It's just like with Terran, you know, it's much less forgiving if you are not always on point producing workers and production. You've got to build all your production, which takes a lot of time. You've got to switch all your add-ons over, and you've got to multitask a lot more. Like, I think, you know, the Zerg can get away with just sort of sitting back and camping and just bunkering, and then they can just sort of ape them. But that was really nice. That was really nice. Even though I missed micro to actually maybe even could have killed that drone. We delayed the third significantly. I mean, he took it over here, but we also forced him to build this extractor, which he didn't want to build that early in the game. So this really slowed him down. But because he's playing 3 base, I know, you know, it's not going to be early roaches. One of the key things that you've got to do with the Reaper is scout to see if it's early roaches. Is he taking a 3rd base? Is he taking all the gas? If he's going for a very early 3rd, you know, he's probably just going to be wanting to have a macro econ focus game. And the challenge in dealing with these players is they can get away with building. You can build queens and drones at the same time, right? So they just build drones, so they get way ahead on economy, and then they build queens to defend, and they get away without building many things. And this can be really difficult to deal with, and it can set them up for a very, very strong mid game without them really having to do anything, you know. Now, one thing that's interesting, normally I'm a lot more active with my Hellions and do a lot more kind of harassment or potential harassment. But what I did much better this game, and this is one of the reasons why I did less harassment, is I was much more on point, keeping my money down and getting my production up, which I mentioned is a problem. So I still need to work on being able to do both at once, which is very, very hard. Okay, so we've got a few pick-offs here. We scattered the 4th base. Okay, but you see my money here is really low. So look how much more efficiently we're macroing. Okay, and so now this is where I'm adding the 3rd racks. I've got 1-1 upgrades on the way, adding the 4th racks. So getting all this production up without skipping a beat, you have to be very, very fast at about this time of the game, because this is about the time where your money really starts to flow in. You've got 3 sets of mules, and I wasn't even dropping all my mules and as in a timely fashion as I could have been. So, but yeah, you can see here, look, he's got very, very little, right? He's just got these links here, and he's just been building queens. So if he overextends too much, see, I was just a little bit slow with the push, but the first push with Stim Marines is designed to really punish that, like, unless he has enough Ling Bane up at the time that you hit, you know, he can just die. But you can see here he's got 71 drones to my 56. This is despite me going 3cc and building workers consistently. I'm still 15 workers down, right? And he's getting away with basically no army. He's got like about, you know, 8 army supply and Zerglings, and that's it, right? And the queens aren't legit military units. Now, we're actually very fortunate here, to be fair. So this once they get up to about 80 or 90 drones, and the problem is they can do that much faster than you can. See, look, this is despite the fact that he's not spending his money, right? He's not spending his money, but we were lucky to catch this because this could have done a lot of damage. But yeah, we're keeping our money down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is soon going to be 6 racks. We're starting to get our bio out. We've got combat shield and stim, plus some tanks. So we're gearing up for the first push. But yeah, you can see he's already basically pushing into close to saturation. But we were lucky here that we caught this. Okay, so we actually, I don't think we even lost. Yeah, we lost basically what, 1 worker. So if you look at the units lost tab, that was like a lot, right? So this is a good time to attack, you'd think, right? Because he's just lost a lot. But the problem is now he's already up to an 80 drone economy, so he can just start producing like a ridiculous amount of link bane. Okay, so we did get a preemptive cancel on this. Okay, so we slowed down the 5th. But this is just so hard to hold. And I thought we microed pretty well. So basically you want to try to avoid the bane hits. You can use the Hellbats to tank, and you should really put your Marauders in front and try to split your Marines, which I didn't really do as well as I could have. We got some cancels there. And we did get some worker kills, if I remember correctly. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually moving the tank, and he can't see because we've actually denied that creep. So it's very important to deny the creep as you go. Okay, so the Hellbats are doing a lot of damage. The tanks... That was pretty good. That was pretty good micro, actually. It's unfortunate we lost the tank. But see, he's got nothing left now. Yeah, so he has to pull some drones here, and he pulls a queen, and he loses some mining time. Oh, we didn't get the spore, that's annoying. Yeah, we should have just picked up and left it. So what he's had to do here is he's had to pull all the queens. So this is the other thing. By pulling the queens, you know, they're not outlaying creep, they're not infusing. So we actually did a lot of damage here, and we're ahead in supply, and look at the resources lost. Okay, so I think this push, even though we didn't do critical damage, you know, we still got, you know, there's 12 worker kills, we got a queen kill, frustrating to not get that spore, but yeah, killed a lot of banes, etc. So we maybe overstayed a little bit. But yeah, when I walked away, I was like, man, Zerg's so hard to beat. This is part of beating Zerg. But here, you know, you see that he's already ahead of us in supply, and look how inefficient he is with his macro, and he's basically caught back up that fast, right? So this is my reinforcing push. This is with all my reinforcements that I've built constantly off 6 racks economy, and it's still not enough, you know. So I think from memory, this fight went really badly. We're microing pretty well here. But yeah, that's a lot of banelings, so you have to be very careful. So we've got a second tank. Yeah, we took just the baneling hits were just too big, yeah. So this was a bad fight. This was a bad fight. So yeah, we just got cleaned up. Okay, but we're still in the game. But see, we're behind in supply. This was where I was pissed off at this stage because we are losing the game at this point. And it's just so difficult, right? It's so difficult to deal with banelings. But I just didn't. Yeah, I need maybe I need some more widow mines. I don't know. But now he's taking 5 bases. But in the meantime, we have got 4 bases up behind us. And we've got decent production. But look at the money, right? You know, he's macroing super inefficiently. Imagine if you were playing against a Zerg that was actually spending their money all the time. It would be crazy, like how much they can produce. Absolutely crazy. So I'm actually significantly out macroing in here. Look, I have no money at all. And now this is actually quite typical when you play bio. This is where often you'll see at the high levels they don't even take the gases, right? Because you just end up with too much gas. But this is why a BC transition can actually be very good at the end, because usually the scarcity is in having enough gas, right? Okay, so this is nice. And so the supplies, we've caught back up. We're actually ahead in workers now. So again, he's macroing inefficiently, but I think it has a lot to do with him being no, he's got plenty of lava as well. He's just not macroing very efficiently. And so he's banking up all this money. So look at the situation, right? The supplies are about even, and he's lost more resources than I have, right? So he's got all this money that he should have spent. So anyway, we get rid of these banelings, which is kind of nice. And these are good trades for us, I think. But again, he seems to have a lot. He does have a lot, but that trade was actually even again. You want to be out trading the Zerg, but it wasn't that bad because he lost a lot of banelings. Banelings are not free. I actually think banelings don't show up in the resources lost as well, so it might even be even more skewed in my favor. I actually have a feeling that is the case, because it's a real flaw in the game, but the idea is they're supposed to explode, so they're not units lost. But it is money spent, right? Gas spent in particular. So we're actually, yeah. So he does make the lurker transition here. So I think what we did here, the game is still very, very even here. So ghosts are really good against lurkers, especially if you can catch them before they burrow, and especially if he doesn't have detection. So if he doesn't have detection, you can cloak up and just snipe them all, but you can't one-shot them, unfortunately. But one shot with a little bit of tap of extra damage will kill them. Or you snipe them before they burrow. But I've only got one ghost, okay? So what you need is just tanks and liberators if you don't have ghosts. And then I think a good thing to do is to just do what I did here, which is just pick up your bio. Your bio is useless. So this drop was really good. And we're getting this base up, and it's really nice when you start to get bases up on both sides. So if he hits this, you can just escape. Now my macro is starting to slip. What you should do is after you max out, you should just start putting lots of orbitals, okay, and lots of extra bases. So then if he just rolls banelings in or anything, you just let them take the hit. Then you just drop another command center down. I'm okay having too many SCVs at this stage of the game. Once you've maxed out, you've got all your upgrades and your production, you don't need that many. But I know that I'm probably going to lose some. Okay. So this is really nice. But at the same time, let's have a look at what happened over here. So he sees my armies across here. Okay, yeah, this is not going well. But still, that is fairly expensive for him. But the idea is, yeah, I mean, these lurkers. So this is because my multitasking is not really there, right? So this is what was happening on the other side of the map. So this wasn't great. So what am I doing with this ghost? So that was pretty bad, but okay, I'm still rallying them, and okay. But on the other hand, we got this base kill, and we're doing some more damage here. And this is really important because, like, ultimately he's going to run out of money, right? And we've actually got these fresh bases out here. So it was an acceptable loss, but yeah, now I'm paying attention. Do we actually get some of these lurkers? We get 1. We get 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was really nice. Okay, because he was paying attention to this. And then we managed to deny this base again for a while. Okay, we got a snipe there, but yeah, it didn't quite kill it, which is really annoying. I tried to kill it there, but I couldn't quite get it. Oh, that's so close. Do I get it there? Still didn't get it. Okay, ouch, little my ghost. But you know, again, very expensive, and yeah, he just threw away all those lurkers. So ultimately, that was actually a good trade, even though you know my multitasking wasn't great. But I think we may even have denied that base again. So yeah, now look at the supply. That was very, very expensive for him. So yeah, from here, I think we're pretty good. So it's actually good if you can. What you want to do is you want to have a harassment force on one side of the map and your main army on the other side. So if you can just if you see him bringing all his army over this side, then you just go in with your harassment force. And if you can keep denying creep and economy on at least one side of the map, and then you expand towards and keep your own army towards the other side, then that's actually pretty good. That's actually a pretty good way to but yeah, he's still got hella money that he hasn't spent. But I guess part of it is it the lack of lava, maybe lack of queens? I don't know. So just keep this here, and I can just keep hitting this base, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is the point now where we start to take control of the game. And this is really nice. Okay, so now we've got this side denying this base, this side denying this base. This is mined out pretty much. These bases are going to start to mine out pretty soon. So if we can stop him from expanding, he's gonna run out of money. Okay, so that's not that easy for him to break with his current unit composition. You know, he can only do so pretty expensively. So he decides to counterattack. But this is where having too many workers. I've got 84 workers. It's just too many at this. It's fine if I lose some. And I'm starting to add command centers here, but I really should already have far more than I currently have. But yeah, the battle cruiser transition is okay. So he tries to break it here, but yeah, he just loses a lot. That was really good. Okay, we just came in again and denied the space. So yeah, he's running out of options here. So you see, we come in here, we get a full kill on him as well. So then he attacks into here. But yeah, this is actually fine for us, because we've got too many workers anyway, right? And he's just losing a lot. That's pretty much everything that he has left. Get one lurker, but lurkers, man, just didn't quite get it, eh? I don't think he knows that we have this base as well. Okay, so we're still here. Okay, so now we've got this base back up. Okay, so I'm down to 54 workers, which is actually about optimal at this stage of the game. Okay, still denying that base. So yeah, if we look at the income now, let's have a look at the income. Okay, he's actually still outmining us in terms of gas. But yeah, we played this pretty well, I think. But this is where he hasn't spotted the battlecruiser transition. And this is a great way of using the excess gas that you bank out when you play bio. And it's just a great counter to like a heavy lurker composition. But you can see that even before the battlecruisers hit, the supply is significantly uplift. Okay. He should have just left that lurker buried there. Okay, he took the base of shit to the sky. Okay, so we get some snipes off here, clean out most of what he has left, which is pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really show that last fight, but he just said, oh well, we'll sort of go for a semi-base trade. So after he took this base, he comes in and I was well prepared for it. So this bunker did really well. We got some snipes off. Okay, this is, yeah, he doesn't really have anything left. I should be sniping the, okay, yeah. So the beauty of this now is he just doesn't, he still can't take this side. And he's basically out of mining, but he's got nothing to counter the BCs at this stage. So this stage I can just go around and start killing his bases. Because I don't think he doesn't even have a spy. He doesn't have a spy. But he is tapping out with so much money, right? It just shows you that, yeah, this game could have been so much more difficult if he had actually been spending his money. So, yeah, anyway, a fun, intense game. Thanks for watching. Cheers.